Hello, this is Claren McQueen inviting you to come to Israel this spring for the Jerusalem Summons in March 2020. The world is entering into a new season of change. There's never been a better time for you to come to Israel. Your first day in Jerusalem, you'll ascend to the top of the Temple Mount. You'll be sitting right where Jesus' disciples sat as he taught them. And then you'll walk the same streets that King David walked as he ruled from the city. Then the next day, the Jerusalem Summons will begin. You'll meet believers from all over Israel, as well as other nations that have come together to pray. You'll be able to hear the concerns of their heart. And then together, we will take those concerns to the Lord. We'll worship, we'll intercede, we'll dance, we'll rejoice in the presence of God. Every time we meet together like this in the center of Jerusalem, God's presence is always there. Miracles happen. People are healed. People receive words of prophecy. Lives are transformed. And then as the Jerusalem Summons comes to an end, you'll go deeper into the heart of Israel and pray at Bethel, where Jacob saw the ladder ascend from earth to heaven and heard the Lord speak. Then we'll go to Shiloh. We'll worship there where the tabernacle stood for almost 400 years. And then go into the very center, the heartland of Israel at Mount Gerizim, where God's promised his blessing over the Jewish people forever. And everywhere we go, we'll take with us the power of the living God. I lived in Israel for 12 years, and I know that when the believers come, when they physically walk the land, when they begin to pray with their whole heart and that river of the Holy Spirit begins to flow through you, circumstance changes. Actually, the atmosphere, the physical atmosphere of the nation changes. And you touch lives. You speak to Israelis in the restaurants. You speak to Arab people in their villages. You meet people on the street. You do something that only you can do. Consider this. Go to the website, eth-s.org, and look at the brochure. But as you're looking, don't just be deciding whether you want to take a trip or not. Ask the Lord what he'd have you do. The Lord has a plan for this spring. The Lord has a plan for this year, and you're going to be a part of it. Could it be that your part is in Israel this spring? Whether you've been to Israel many times before or this is your first time, God will use you, and he'll use you in a new way on every street that you walk, in every new town that you enter. As you're in the hotel room, as you're in the restaurants, as you're interacting with the people of Israel, God will speak through you. He'll touch them through your hands, and you'll make a change because you bring the life of the believer that only you can bring. If you make a decision before the 22nd of November and you register and pay, you're still able to get a special discounted rate. But whatever you do, put it before the Lord. Take this to God. Could it be that he would take you to Israel this next year? Could it be that in his plan for you this year, he has a special part for you to play in his holy land? Ask God and see what he says.